I'm Steve, and this is James, and we're
I'm
going to play
James.
chess out loud. Here we go. All right.
All right, let's start with a 20-minute game.
Challenge accepted.
All right, so I'm going to go with my old standard.
The old
Get
one.
my king pawn out there.
I'll match
Open up
you.
my king. Open up my bishop.
All right. I'm going to match you because that's. I haven't memorized any other fancy patterns yet.
And then usually I bring out my knight because then I'll bring out my other knight and my bishop, my kingside bishop, and then try to get. There's this checkmate combination that if you happen to kind of try to pin this knight that I just moved, if you try to pin it with your white bishop, then there's the possibility I can get you in checkmate by baiting you with my queen. It happens every now and then.
Okay,
So
I
that's
think
what I
we did
usually
it. We
kind of.
did that a couple of weeks ago, and that was the
Yeah,
quickest game. I'm going to use my opposite knight to defend my pawn.
it's fair. Again, I'm gonna still moving forward with my plan.
Right, and I'm just going to bring the other knight out to match you. We have 4 knights game, I guess. And
And I think that actually kind of. Well, actually, no, it doesn't ruin it. Yeah, it does actually ruin
it
it
does
because
because I'm
in
defending
order
the
to. Yeah, so
D2.
now my thought process is changing because originally I would move my bishop up to c4, and in fact, I'm still going to do it. And then if
Well, you don't want to say what happens if I
yeah,
do something. You're
exactly.
going to let me try and stumble along this myself. Um, yeah, I mean, you can always put me in check now, right? If you really wanted to just sacrifice that bishop.
Yeah, that would be ruin your position, but
It would ruin
cost
my
me a bishop.
position, but it cost you a bishop, right? And yeah, it would move my king. I'm not going to worry about that. I think the chance of you doing that are low. I'll
Yeah,
probably just got this sort of a game plan where you're triple attacking d4, d5. Um, Normally, I would just try and sneak this pawn up here and then start defending that square and maybe slip my pawn into d5 eventually if you release your stranglehold on that space. So that's what I'm going for.
yeah, yeah. All right, and that also opens up your bishop, which
Yep.
is good for you. And I'm just going to put on a little pressure for you. So, I think you need it.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely attacking f7. So, hmm. Uh, what I'll um yeah, I probably do need it, and that does take away my next move with my bishop. It's going to be to e6. So I'm going to that's interesting, right? Because now I want to defend it well, but a really bad move would be to move my queen to e7. I was about to do that, but that's not going to work very well because I'm not really attacking it with a piece that's equal. I just have to lose a queen that way. I'm going to kick you out, mate.
All right.
Oh, this is
But
bad. No, can I take that back? This is really bad.
yeah, you can.
No.
What'd you see?
Yeah, yeah. I saw you can still you can fork my rook and my queen.
Yep,
And I
that's
can't
exactly what you can
do
do.
anything about it. So yeah, I can kick you out all I want, but that wasn't going to work very well. All right. Sometimes change is nice. Yes, it's interesting though, right? Like, it's really interesting because I want to try to find a good way out. If I just move my bishop to e6, it's not strong enough. It's doubly attacked itself, and it's only singly defended. If I move the queen to e7, I'm just going to end up losing the queen anyway. I can't really attack. I can't really stop losing the knight effectively. I'm not really defending it with the queen very well. So
Well, there's something that I see that you could do. I'm just waiting for you to kind of stumble on it.
well, maybe the best defense is a good offense.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, so maybe I'm going to attack your queen. Still going to delay something. Good offense.
Well, I wouldn't go for the queen attack.
No, I'm just going to lose.
Because then I could just push a pawn forward, and then you would have to run
then
away.
Then I'm going to run away and lose the bishop. Right. Okay. Obviously, Steve has. Oh. I can't really defend it with my knight. An attacking move. It's early in the game to be stumped, right?
It's fine.
One idea is just to move the rook. Try and get on the g file.
Yeah, that would again not great for your defense, because then I would bring my bishop down and put you in check, and then take your.
Oh yeah, right. Well. I'm stumped, mate. You care to share what move you're fearing the most?
Well, I was thinking if you moved your d pawn forward one, that blocks the bishop, threatens the bishop.
Right.
And then there's going to be a trading session going on, but I think that'll open up your queen.
It'll open up the queen
other thing
in the
you
end.
could do, which I think would be secondary, and I don't think it would be a great move, but is maybe move your bishop to e6.
Yeah, I thought about that. I think I talked.
But then after the trade, you'd be a pawn down, and then you'd have to move.
Or yes, I'd be a pawn down, and you'd be well and truly into my defenses. All right,
right.
let's play the.
And that's why I was thinking that pawn.
All
right. Right. And having said that, I should have really been thinking about what am I going to do.
Yes. Well, there's a pretty standard trading war about to happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
See, that's what I was thinking. You didn't have to.
Didn't have to do that.
Trade. Well, you didn't have to trade. But,
I didn't have to trade.
It's not necessarily bad.
I'm down a piece this way because you've got double attack going on still. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Right.
You wanted to stop the bleeding?
Yeah. Basically, I didn't want to give you a free knight.
But the war is still going on.
Yeah, that puts you in a situation because
now I'm going to get
right now your knight is the only thing blocking you from the original position we were worried about.
Correct. And it's only secondarily defended. Yeah, so if I move that knight now, so I'm better off trying to defend that knight somehow. But that's not easily done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack the knight. It's still blocked. And I did that so to castle.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking whether I should sacrifice my knight or to mess up your position by forking your queen and your rook, or whether I should take your knight with my
Pawn.
and go piece for piece. I think I will take it with my pawn.
Right. So I'll take it with my... Oh, hang on. You've got a nasty little pawn there.
Yeah.
But I do want to respond.
Yeah.
You're going to get a free knight at the end of this regardless. So do we stop it now at a free knight? Or hang on. You just took my knight. Right, okay. Well, we could each lose a whole bunch of pieces here. That's what I'll do. I'll give you the decision as to whether you want to keep going or not.
Yep. Let's do it.
You're going to make me keep going. Fine, I don't take that sort of nonsense lightly. Lose a move now.
All right, let's put some pressure back on you.
All right, well, castling would be a really bad move. Oh, not that bad. Just thinking about castling. I think that's probably going to be my best way out of this. For now. Hang on. Castling. Leads to loss of rook. Yeah, if I castle, you're just going to bring your bishop down. And oh no, it doesn't lead to loss of rook. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think I'll catch up the pieces and take that bishop. Yeah, I think castling is the best move there.
Yep.
I was hoping you would try to block with your pawn. It was a long shot, but if you moved your G pawn forward one, then I could come and take the pawn in the middle, put you in check, and then take your rook on H8.
Right.
That's what I was,
okay.
From my point of view, what I was hoping for.
Okay, I'm glad I sidestepped that one.
Me too.
I want the video to be a bit longer than that, just a tiny bit. Okay, so I still don't like the way you're focusing on that square. I also don't like your pawn hanging around there. Doubling pawns towards the center. Yeah, fine. I don't want to let the fork my bishop and knight.
All right, I think now it's time to do a little defense. Get my king out of the middle. Now what?
Well, no, I'm still thinking about moving my, disrupting my king's defenses to attack your queen. But standard theory says that's a bad idea. Activating more of my pieces in general and connecting my rooks is what I'm slightly worried about. At the same time, I can probably try and kick away that bishop.
All right. And let's see here. I do like the thought of you having double pawns, and double pawns is better.
Yeah, two doubles.
Because I feel like, yeah, but also I don't mind having the D and E files opened up.
Yep. Moving rooks into the center is a usual pattern. Right.
The thing, though, is the more pieces you trade away, the harder it is to get someone in checkmate with those pieces.
Right. Well, you're not.
There's a point where it's like, okay, well,
2 rooks and a queen is definitely within your powers. It's not as easy as 2 rooks, a queen, and a bishop. So now your question was, am I going to take your bishop, or am I just going to sit there in homeostasis for a while?
At this point, kind of look around, see if there's any open, undefended pieces, and that's kind of my thought process right now, which is kind of why I took that one pawn. Is I was like, hey, there's an undefended piece.
Yep.
It's points up.
Yes, and not really. Can't really kick your queen away with that pawn. I'd just be sacrificing my bishop. So I think connecting rooks is still the name of the game, and I'm gonna leave. Moving my queen away too far is also a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to shift her up here for a minute.
Yeah, that is reasonable. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's becoming a little bit more unreasonable now. Line things up here. So now you're clearly wanting to bring it onto FGRH to help you, probably G. Then you're going to move your queen down and it'll be all over. So I'm not a fan of this anymore. You've got 3 attackers on my bishop. I've got 2 defenders if I move the queen, so that's bad. Very interesting. I think I'm going to get ahead and just move this up here.
That's good.
All right, that demotivates you.
You give you a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, I do need time.
I don't even know why we're playing a timed game. But, it's more about mostly just to keep us focused so we get back to work at a reasonable hour.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're getting serious now. So now I've got way too many attackers going on here. I feel like I should just. So you've got 4 attacks to my 2 if I move my queen, 3 if I stay. So you're motivated to sacrifice your queen almost.
Would I though?
Yeah, would you? Yeah, you are lazy.
Because
and
one of those is the pawn. So
one of them's the pawn, so I'll get 1 cheap piece. I'm going to see if I can just. Oh no, that's no good. Your rooks still defend each other. If I take your bishop is the other thing. If I take your bishop, then
it's
Then there's a queen trade, and I'll lose the defense of my pawn. It's kind of one of those ones where you don't want to move. As many cute ideas as I have, it's just probably adding up.
I don't know. It's a tough situation.
It is tough.
Yeah. I was looking at it.
Yeah, I think I've been ganged up on pretty effectively here. Moving my other rook doesn't make any sense because it's doing whatever it can do already. And then make an end run for no. I'm just going to move a pawn. Can't think of anything else to do. Make some space.
Mm-hmm. So now
it's free. You can take it. You know.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Nothing's free. All right, so if I take your bishop, you take it with that, and that's kind of that.
I think that's where it ends with the pawn move, but then you
right.
But then you've got your F file a little bit freer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all. Oh,
I am going to do it.
You're going to do it?
I see something else.
Then I'm going to do it.
Okay. I think I'm going to try and push my H pawn.
Okay, now this is one of those ones where this happened last week, and I'm like, there's no reason why I shouldn't take that pawn with my queen. I think I'm certainly selling that pawn E6 under the bus if I do that.
Hey, free pieces, right?
It's an immediate check, and then you will get my. No, you wouldn't do that. No, I would lose. I may or may not have the ability to get back in time, but I'm going to see what happens.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring my rook down.
Interesting.
I think this is where the end game is going to be, by the kings.
Sure. Well, you're supposed to load pieces onto one side, right? I'm interested in moving my queen. Sorry, sometimes I forget that, eh? Free pawn. And defend the pawn on h7. Sort of, maybe.
Let's see here. Well, I don't see any undefended pieces.
Yep. I do, though. That's an interesting move. He's going to use his king as an attacker in a minute here. Oh, I'm going to do it.
I knew that was going to happen. You said it was undefended.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, all right, take it. I deserve that. Shit. I thought it was undefended. I hate long diagonals.
Those are that changes the whole game right there.
Well, yeah. A little bit, somewhat. Now you make rash, aggressive, angry moves.
Angry moves.
Angry moves. There wasn't much thinking behind that except if keep things further away from the king.
All right. Yeah. Go back to my plan. Getting control of the H. What's that?
Block it a little bit. It'll cost you a rook and one extra move now.
Mm-hmm. These are the best way to. The queen is depending on a lot of pawns.
She is.
I was wondering if I moved the G pawn forward one, if that would give me. I think mostly would it. I think I am going to do that. Although I feel like my queen is a little far from the action.
Right. I'm going to let you do what you think you want to do there because I think you'll end up blocking yourself on the H file. So I've got a plan. If I say it, you can block it easily, so I don't want to say it.
All right, that's fair.
I'm a piece down, or a piece and a half.
All right, so now you're. I see that you're going to try to get your queen over there onto D. What is that? D5. Put me in check, and that is fine, I think, unless it ends poorly. Which that covers all the bases right there. It's fine unless it ends poorly.
All right. Well, that was my plan, so well done. I'm gonna let you leave my other pawn alone here for a second.
Oh well, then. Keep going.
Yeah, your pawn is passed. Force you to do something here.
How about that?
That's fine.
And
What?
All right, I see. You're going to take the pawn.
I'm going to give myself the option to take the pawn, but taking it right now. Yeah.
But now, if I bring my queen down and put you in check, I guess you could just block it.
It's undefended. Oh, you mean? Yeah. Well, I'll change my mind, won't I?
And then once again, it goes a free pawn.
Right. Now I'll give you another. Yes, but now this is a little bit more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
probably going to run out of moves, but I kind of want to get to the back rank and put you in check so I can grab your rook, maybe.
Yeah. If that pawn isn't there, you'd have the game. The e-pawn.
Yeah, correct.
I thought about that earlier. So, a few moves ago, I was like, man.
Well,
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
oh, is it checkmate now?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Good game.
Good game. All right. Well done. Okay.
Yeah.
Losing
the
so-called
end
undefended pawn.
Yeah, but when you're getting into the end game and you have a plan, you're like, I'm really close to checkmate. You got to remember, like, hey, how close are they to checkmate?
Right.
Oh, that's tough.
All right. Well played, mate.
Good game.
See you next week.
All right, have a good one.
Oh, you too. Bye.